My father-in-law grew up eating this, and if you know what S.O.S stands for, you're probably from that generation too. This is creamed chipped beef, also referred to as S.O.S, and I made it today. Are you ready? Let's go. Prepare a skillet. I prepared mine with this Pam spray, and then you need 1 tablespoon of butter. Melt that butter over medium heat. The butter is melted, so I'm going to add in my 1 tablespoon of flour. Now, when I lived in Appalachia, this is the way we made breakfast gravy. Instead of butter, though, we used lard. And then we added the flour like this, and we browned it. We actually browned it until it was brown like a butternut squash. It was so pretty. Okay, don't want that too brown. And then the next thing to do is add 3/4 cup of milk. Again, I'm just doing 1/4 of the recipe, so you would use 3 cups, but this is 3/4. And you want to add that in slowly so it all mixes together. Turn that up just a little bit more, because you want it to be nice and smooth. So just keep pouring that milk in there and mixing that together. Turn that up a little bit more. It'll make a nice thick gravy. And while that's doing that, I'm going to put in some pepper. I'm not going to put any salt, and the reason is because this dried beef is nothing but pure brine. It's very salty. Sodium, 1,400 milligrams. Yikes. Keep fiddling with the temperature. Make sure it doesn't burn. These are the best little pans. This is KitchenAid. These are, I've got 2 of these skillets, and they're KitchenAid, and they're very nice. Of course, you can't use metal in them because, you know, it'll scratch them up, but very nice pans. And if you're wondering about them, they're in my Amazon storefront, and you can find that in the video description. I'm not saying you have to buy them from my storefront. I'm just saying they're there in case you want to take a look at them. So now here's the part. I want to make sure that this thickens up. If not, I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Once you get all that milk in there, turn it on low and simmer it for about 5 minutes until it gets thick. I put in about half a tablespoon more of flour on mine. When I adjusted this recipe, whenever you adjust a recipe to make it a different increment, you have to just keep an eye on the ingredients, make them behave the way you want them to behave. And this wasn't doing it, so I added just a little bit more flour. That's why there's a few little lumps in here, but I'll get those out. So yeah, you want to just keep on stirring this until it's thickened. About 5 minutes. Okay, it's getting pretty thick. It should look like this, pretty thick. And once it's to the consistency that you want, that's when you add the beef. I'm gonna let mine cook on another couple minutes. It hasn't even been 3 minutes. Cook another few minutes. While that's continuing to cook, I'll go ahead and open this jar of dried beef. And you always use an opener to do that. And there it is. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to get a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut it up and put it right in there with the gravy. So let me go get my scissors. Get that on out of there. Now, I know some people rinse theirs off because it is pretty salty. But again, I didn't put salt in mine. So I'm just going to cut this on up, just like this. And it's supposed to just cook a little bit longer until it warms up this beef. A little bit of history behind this. People ate this in World War II. Actually, Army people ate this because it was just so easy to make and it was filling. But then also people back home during the Depression and during World War II also ate this. In fact, we ate this in the 60s when I was growing up. And and this continued into the 70s. But when I lived in Appalachia, my father-in-law would tell tales of how they would eat this, and Army people would eat this, and they called it S.O.S. Now, I'm not going to say what the first word stands for. I'm just going to call it stuff. But S.O.S. stood for stuff on a shingle. Now, you can go Google that and look up the whole history of why it's called S.O.S. But that's exactly what it's called. What this is creamed chipped beef. So what you're looking at is creamed chipped beef. This is Armour ground and formed sliced dried beef. That's exactly what that is. And it's just in a sauce. So while this is still heating up, I'm going to go ahead and make my toast. I think this is going to make like 2 servings. So I'll get this off of here and get every bit of that. My grandma taught me, don't waste anything, get every bit of it. So while that's heating up on low, I'm going to go ahead and get my toast ready. And I'm going to use good old-fashioned white bread. I know today there's a stigma about white bread, but that's what they had. They probably had homemade white bread, but I didn't make homemade white bread. I just bought this half loaf because I also made some stewed tomatoes the other day for Dad, and I wanted to use white bread. All right, let me toast this up, and then we'll serve up the S.O.S. on toast. Got my toast ready. Put this over the top. Guess I should have just poured it all on there. There it is. Creamed chipped beef, or as some people call it, S.O.S. Okay? Now, I remember eating this as a child, so this is not a big surprise to me, so I know what to expect. It's really hot. Just as I remember it. It's very salty. So if you make this, I would suggest that you do not put salt in it. I did put some pepper in it. And there's the toast with the creamed chipped beef over the top. Just like I remember it. Now, depending on who you are, you might say, don't make that. But knowing that I ate this as a child and it filled up our empty bellies when there wasn't much to eat, this was good to us because we were hungry. So if you're enterprising and you want to try S.O.S, make that. Yum! As always, you can find the full recipe pinned in the comments or in the video description.